A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. It's a beautiful Tuesday night and a time for us to take you on this exciting journey around the exciting, fast-paced world of sports. I'm sure you're going to enjoy every bit of what we've placed on offer for you this Tuesday on Sports Tonight. My name is Tony Bitoye. Thank you for joining us. I'm not alone. Cosmos Chukwuemeka is on the show. Yemi Adebayo as well on the show tonight. Guys, good to have you on Sports Tonight this Tuesday.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
Yeah, a lot to talk about.
Yeah, definitely.
To get your reactions to UEFA Champions League draw, Cosmos. We talked about it briefly yesterday, but I'm going to ask your opinion later on around the UEFA Champions League. And just to remind you that as we speak, some games are going on in the Capital One. In the Capital One game, we will update you with the results from those games as we go along. In fact, I'm told that Manchester City are already 1 goal up over Leicester. Kolarov with the goal. So we will update you with the results of those games as we go on. Chelsea are also playing against Sunderland. And then in Morocco, not too far from here, the FIFA Club World Cup is going on. Bayern, European champions, are up against Guangzhou Evergrande.
The Asian champions.
The team that knocked out El Ahly of Egypt. So that game is also going on as we speak. We will try to update you with the result of those games as we go on Sports Tonight, so that those of you who want to keep track of what is happening around those games, we will be able to do that for you. There are also games in Copa del Rey, Cup games going on everywhere.
Copa del Rey.
Yeah, so we will try and...
The English FA Cup as well, the second round.
Yeah, in some games are going on. So we'll update you with all of that as we go on Sports Tonight. On the program tonight, we will talk around the Eagles. In the next couple of minutes, we'll talk about the Eagles getting ready for the African Nations Championship in South Africa next year. That's the CHAN. We will also reflect on Copa Lagos, the Super Sand Eagles. They've won it. But then reactions are trailing. We will continue our build-up to January 9. The Glow CAF Awards in Lagos is also on the menu on the program tonight. And then there will be plenty around National Youth Games, the fallout from the National Youth Games that ended over the weekend in Abuja. We have basketball for you. For those of you who are also followers of basketball in Nigeria, the African Basketball Club Champions competition is going on as we speak, and Nigeria is represented by Kano Pillars. They've had an average performance so far, not too bad, not too good. We will fill you in with all of that. Dumodio Conta has been keeping track of that championship, and he will be telling us all about it later on Sports. Now we have a little bit of swimming as well, because the National Swimming Championship is taking place. That's Siraki Dixon National Swimming Championship by the National Swimming, National Wrestling Federation. It's starting tomorrow in Yenagoa. Don't forget, the chairman of the Wrestling Federation, Daniel Igali, is an Olympic gold medalist. He's from Bayelsa, and so is and they have I think they have a build. They have a there's one facility that they put together that they put in Rivers.
Yes.
Under former governor.
It's all delete.
No. Bayelsa. Okay. Former governor. All right. So that's coming to good use now. We'll talk about it as well on Sports Tonight, and of course we'll fill you in with the results of games going on everywhere across the globe. In Morocco, FIFA Club World Cup, and of course in England, in Spain, everywhere where games are played, we will fill you in with the results as we go on. To start off the show tonight, let's tell you that, as always, we want to make this as interactive as possible. We want you to talk to us. We want you to get across to us. Let us know what you think around all the issues we will talk about on the program tonight. We've given you an idea of what we'll be discussing on Sports Tonight this Tuesday. We've talked about the Eagles getting ready for CHAN, the Super Sand Eagles, and National Youth Games, basketball, Kano Pillars, wrestling. We've given you an idea. Talk to us around any of those issues. And there are some other topical issues, Yemi, also currently making the rounds everywhere across the globe. Match fixing allegation against Italian General Gattuso, and a whole lot of stories around it. So let's know what you feel. We want to make that as interactive as possible so that you can be a part of what we're doing here. We are here because you are there, and we'd like to know exactly what you have at the back of your mind. So please get onto your systems, your tablets, whatever device you have, your phones, and let's make this as interactive as possible on Sports Tonight. Gentlemen, let's go straight to business. And let's start from Abuja, the biggest thing on the domestic scene.
Since the league is not going.
Since the league is not on, all the leagues not on.
Yes.
Not just the Global Premier League. National League is starting in January. Nationwide League, not yet. So we only have to talk about how to get ready for the CHAN. And that's what is going on in Abuja. The Eagles are getting ready for the CHAN. Players were they come today. Yesterday, Iheanacho was given permission to leave. And today, Coach Keshi dropped two players. And then called up some four other guys. And I'm happy because one of those guys called up Umfon Udo, Aqua United, playing in his second season, was one of the top scorers last season. One of the reasons why Aqua didn't go down at the end of last season. And I hope he's able to prove his worth in camp.
Yeah, definitely. He has been given this chance to come into the Super Eagles team, the home base team, to really do well. It was really fantastic for Aqua United last season. Like you said, one of the reasons why Aqua United did not go to the NNL. So this is a great chance for him. So it has to show that he really needs to work more harder because Keshi has really shown that if you do not perform, then you will be sent back. You'll be sent packing from the camp. So I think this is a good one. I think for the first time we're seeing some sort of fighting spirits, fighting for shirts in the team, and it's really showing that even if you're a big player, you really need to fight for your place in the Super Eagles squad. Tomorrow,
they play another friendly. They played a friendly the other day against the National League side. They won by 4-1. Tomorrow they play another National League side, Tornadoes of Mina, although more traditional side this time. 3 o'clock tomorrow, they will be playing against Tornadoes. We are told that at the end of that game, more players will be told to go, so that we now have a manageable size as we come down to the CHAN.
This is Keshi is in a situation you don't want to envy him. The league is not going on. Some of those players, for whatever reasons, may not be able to give their best. And it's such a sad situation that you get one chance, you don't utilize it. Another person gets it. But I'm hoping. Being inactive for a while, even the best players, it takes a while to get yourself back into shape. And they're not going to be able to get friendlies against some of the teams that Keshi feels they'll be able to test their might against, and that is a problem. And some of the guys that have been dropped, it's not because they're not good enough or they didn't measure up, but being inactive for a while will definitely count against some of them. But I'm just hoping that at the end of the day, that's why I said I'm not envying him. It's a very difficult task. Your focus is on a tournament Nigeria has not been to, and at that time you are being hampered by a situation where players you are not able to accurately judge what a player can do. Some measure of gamble has to be there. You don't want to rely on potentials. You want to see what a guy has to what he can do.
But then the good news for him is that some of these guys have been working with him for a long time.
Yeah,
not all.
At least the bulk of the spine of the team have been with him for a long time. When you talk about Chigozie Agbe, when you talk about Daniel Akpeyi, when you talk about Azubike Igweke, Ebenezer Adulami, Solomon Kwambe, Benjamin Francis, Sunday Mba, Etebo Ogenekaro,
coach asking some of these players to step up.
Of course.
Yeah.
The fact that they have to step up doesn't mean he's not been working with them for a long time.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They should understand how he wants to play. They should know what he wants.
I don't want to dwell too much on the fact that some of these players have not been active for a while, but I do know that it's going to count against them. How Keshi is able to bring out the best in them is what I'm. If it was in a situation where they could test their might against countries in the sub-region.
Yes.
Because they're going to play against club sides who themselves have not been playing. So how do you measure?
How can you measure?
That's making the best out of a very bad situation, because what do? Do you keep training and not play games? You have to play games.
You have to play games.
And what you have available to you is what you make use of.
Yeah, definitely. That he said it, and you've just said it too. And I can remember the last week as well, on Tuesday, we actually talked about this as well, that the fact that the league is not on will actually affect the campaign and everything. And you're going to be playing against teams in the Nigerian Premier League that are not even playing matches. So
and you're going to be meeting teams who just came out of the WAFU, most of them,
their leagues are still on. So it's really going to be a very difficult one. I'm not envying Keshi right here. And it really, like he said, most of these players, it will take time for them to measure up because of the fact that they are inactive club-wise, and they're just in camp. But then I feel that Keshi knows what he's doing. I feel he has what it takes, and you know him, that great tactician, that disciplined tactician. He knows what he's looking for. So let's just give him like some benefit of the doubt. But I just hope that this inactiveness is not going to count against the team come January at the CHAN.
All right, so that's the hope that these boys will be able to put on that Nigerian spirit, because that looks like the only thing that can help us make some impact in South Africa. And the fact that it's a lucky ground for us, let's hope that counts for us at the CHAN. We'll continue to talk about the CHAN, and we will try as much as we can, of course, with our reliable guys in Abuja, to see if we can get you some of the pictures from the friendly tomorrow. They'll be playing Tornadoes of Minna tomorrow. We will try to see if we can get some of those pictures for you, so that you can also judge for yourself if these guys are really measuring up and are going to be good to go for the CHAN or not. But let's wait till tomorrow before we talk about all of that. Let's come back and talk about the future of beach soccer in Nigeria. We talked about that briefly yesterday, but the boys are back, and there are talks about Nigeria also trying to put in a bid to host the African tourney. While we put up structures like the Eco Beach Soccer League, like the Nigerian Football Federation is doing, and some other corporate bodies are also doing, to put the structure in place for beach soccer in Nigeria. Yeah,
definitely. I think that is a very great one, and thank God we hear that Lagos State government is also